All right, so I'm starting this live stream as an attempt to let people know what's going on with Hope Clinic. I'll dig into the full update in just a few moments. Wanted to give people who are maybe on lunch break or just online a chance to log in here. But I'm going to share with you guys what's going on with us. And if any comments, if you are able to watch live, you can plug comments into the comment window. I'll see those. I can answer some questions that people might have. But if there are no questions, that's fine too. I want to make sure that everyone is updated on what's going on with us here during the COVID-19 situation, and hopefully answer any of the questions that you might have, even if you're not tuning in live with some of our updates here. So here I am. This is the basement at Hope Clinic, where we do a lot of our thinking and planning with some of our teams. Things have been going really great. In the midst of chaos, we've had remarkable response from the community, volunteers stepping up, donors stepping up, the staff stepping up. I just had to say thank you to so many of the people who've been so incredibly flexible, allowing us to minister to the whole person in continued ways in the midst of so much that's going on. So yes, we continue to be open. We continue to serve people. Things have changed a little bit here, as they have everywhere. We want to make sure that we first and foremost are creating a safe environment for all of our clients. So that has involved some changes to programs. Some of you may have seen over the past few weeks. I had somebody say, could you send a message for the Latino community in Spanish? If my Spanish was better, I personally would, but if anyone wants to translate this from me, here it is. We love the Spanish community, the Spanish-speaking community here in Washtenaw County and in Southeast Michigan, and we would love to be able to offer any services to you if at all possible. Yes, we have another comment. I love that you guys provided medical care before there was something called Obamacare. I was a receptionist there in the early 1990s. Yeah, we do fill a pretty essential gap in a lot of people's lives, people who don't have access to insurance, whether it's through their work or through Medicaid. So we're really grateful to continue to be here. Now, that has changed a few of the things that we're doing. So what that entails for many of our medical clients is that we're trying to back away from having people have to come in whenever possible. So we just got a grant we heard today from United Way, which will allow us to get blood pressure cuffs for a lot of our patients so they can start logging some of their data from home, which would be really great. We're still continuing to fill prescriptions and do visits if need be for those clients who are existing in the clinic, but we're trying to do our best to ensure that everyone stays healthy, both by receiving care and prescriptions that they need, but also at the same time protecting them by not unnecessarily bringing some things in, bringing people in where they could get infected. We are keeping our dental clinic open for emergency visits. In a similar way, we're kind of suspending routine cleanings and things like that in the midst of the crisis, but are digging into helping people who are experiencing kind of acute, real emergency pain and intervening in those ways. For those who are in need of food, our food programs have ramped up very significantly. We, as some of you may have known, doubled the number of meals that we were doing just a couple months ago in order to fill a need that was there, and have in the last week or two added an additional meal. So now we're doing hot meals on Mondays and on Tuesdays and on Thursdays and on Saturdays and on Sundays. Weekday meals are happening here. They're free. There's no income requirements. There's no residency requirements, but we've switched all to take out to keep people safe, keep people out of the dining room. But we're providing those for anybody who needs those, and that's happening. We also have groceries that are being made available 6 days a week. So if you want a hot meal, you can come in on the weekend at 4 p.m. and on our weekday distribution days, which are Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 5 p.m. And I'll tell you the grocery distribution times in a minute as well. Huge amount of increase, lots of people coming in for groceries, lots of people coming in for meals. The word's getting out, and we're so thrilled to be able to provide food for people in this time of crisis. Our Care and Prayer, which is our part of the organization that handles our baby care, our free laundromat, our social work, our mental health, we still continue to serve in that capacity as well. And so we're providing laundry, but we've kind of changed how we do that to have one person at a time in the laundromat, and are continuing to provide mental health to our clients through kind of telecommunication, and our social workers are on site managing things every day. So we're really grateful for all the work that they're doing. It's been incredible seeing their heart for continuing to serve. So yeah, if you are interested in a pantry visit, I've got the information pulled up here right now. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we are serving from 9:30 a.m. to noon. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are distributing groceries from 12:30 to 3 p.m. And on Saturdays, we are distributing groceries from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, these pantry times are different than they've historically been. Historically, you've created a appointment and you've shown up on the time of your appointment. We're just having people show up for the pantry when it's open, and we're doing our baby care item distribution and our personal care item distribution and our produce distribution. All the distributions that we might have had separate times for are all happening right now during our grocery distribution times. So that's another update on what things are happening. One thing you should know about groceries is this upcoming weekend, which is Easter weekend, we're not doing our normal pantry grocery distribution on Friday or on Saturday, but we will be continuing to do our meals on Saturday and on Easter Sunday. And a special thank you for all of the staff and volunteers who are giving up their Easter to help feed those who are in need. Talked to our food programs manager this morning. Looks like we know for sure we've got some ham available, and we'll be putting together some great sides to make it a fantastic Easter meal for people who are coming in. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, some needs. So we are going through a lot of grocery items right now, and we're really grateful for a lot of the people who have stepped up to provide food for our meals, particularly our friends at Angel Food Catering, who have been taking sponsored meals from their clients and serving them on meals here, which is really amazing. Many of our church partners, University of Lutheran Chapel has been coming like almost every day with food, huge drives by St. Francis of Assisi in Ann Arbor, and lots of other churches stepping up and doing food drives. We've got food drives happening. There's this amazing food drive that happened this week from Parish Soft, where even though all of their employees are working remotely, they still managed to bring this huge collection of food in. And I was just really inspired that even though they're not actually in the office, the whole organization was kind of pulling together to bring food in. And there's probably, 100 other stories that I'm missing on just people stepping up and making sure that we provide food for those who are in need in this time. So if you're interested in dropping off items, we're encouraging people to drop things off on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays between noon and 4 p.m., and Saturdays from 9 a.m. until noon. And the way that this works is a little different. Normally you'd walk in the building, but because we have to screen everybody, who walks in. What we've asked people to do is to call a cell phone number when you show up. It's written right there, but I can give you the number too. It's 734-351-6947. And it's not too hard. We make sure it works, and we really do need kind of any donations that are made of food or even financial contributions. I did want to give a huge shout out to Game Above. Some of you may have seen last week they did a matching grant for us, which raised over $50,000. So we're really excited about being able to partner with them with that matching grant, and continuing to work with other partners who are being so generous right now. So keep a lookout for ways to give. We're going to keep you up to date on all of that. So if there's anybody else who has any questions, I will take those right now, and I'll probably log off if there aren't any questions in a few minutes. So if there are any final questions, now is your chance to ask. You can always ask in the comments below if you are watching this video later, and we will try to be timely in getting you information about how things are going. All right, well, so glad that you all could tune in. Glad to be able to share a little bit about what's going on here. Every day has been marked with grace. Please keep us in your prayers, and I pray for all those who are involved with serving those who are hurting on the front lines. Our medical director, Jean Siderno, was doing testing. I know a lot of our doctors and nurses who are volunteers here regularly are working very hard to serve patients and clients who are suffering from this terrible virus. So we do appreciate all the support you can give, whether it's donations, volunteerism, or just simply lifting us up in prayer in this time. So thank you, and have a blessed day.